Right guys, yeah.
John, you have the other pictures in the photo. Yes, please. Let's bring them over.
This one's dedicated. Just saying. Hello, you're right. Did you take that as well? I was going to say.
Hello everybody. Hi Steve. Hi Stan, you're right.
Yeah, mine out.
Yeah, well done, thank you.
It seems a little unfair that the public are having to pay more for their water.
Where's your wetsuit? I thought you've got it.
Morning Phil.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so come up on the left.
Jenny? I need Jenny to come. Where is she? Jenny? 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 I'll come here. Sorry for shouting like a school. Thank you. As always, do photography. Come on. You're gonna get in the water, Jenny. Okay. Yeah, Phil's taller.
Lovely, thank you.
Love it.
One over there as well.
Is Chris Dale in as well?
Yeah, come in.
Yeah, come in there. Yeah.
I'll go down a bit.
Get her a stool.
Sorry, is it blind? What is it called? See your dog.
Oh, thank you for setting that up for me.
Right, guys, looking up here for me. Oh, no, he's not. Wait. Oh, that's all right. Come on, Steve, you come. Come on.
You're a star. One minute there.
Can't see otherwise. Right, okay.
You've got to stand on the
Right.
tippy toes.
And again. Let's do a couple more.
I think we don't want to be smiling.
No.
No.
Lovely. Thanks, guys. Thank you very much.
Hello, I'm always smiling, okay?
What are you doing?
Have you got a photo, Tom?
No, what the video?
No, I didn't have to have a photo. Just take a photo. So this is the photo to SAS.
Steve, look this way. Hang on, but everything is photo, not video.
Thank you.
Initially at the beginning, we're supposed to have a safety briefing. That has to do it.
Safety briefing.
Don't go near the water.
Thank you so much. We just need 2 minutes to get through to the safety briefing. For public liability. You are responsible for your own safety, so no diving, falling in the pool. All children under 18 must be accompanied by an adult. We love our young people warriors, but supervision is essential. Paddle out on the grass. To meet health and safety rules, the paddle out is strictly grass-based. We do not have permission to go in the water or near the edge of the pond or into the canal. So please don't stress Jenny out by trying. If you fall in, Newbury Council's advice is just to stand up. You might get soggy, but you'll be fine. Photos and videos. Phil from Newbury will be taking us some photos. The video will also be released sent to the page. If you'd rather not be included, just let us know.
Oh, okay.
Do something different.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're in the right place.
So we're just about to take a photo over there.
Around here somewhere. On the board back as well.
Yeah, let's board back. I'll go and get the front end on this way, where it's led sway. Then get everyone behind it.
Come around that way, darling.
That's it, lovely. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Got that one at the
Right guys, okay, everyone looking this way? And again, just a couple more. Thank you.
As many times as you want.
Falling off the paddle.
Hi everyone, if I can just have everyone's attention just for a couple of minutes. My name's Lee Dillon and I'm the MD for Newbury. I'm really pleased to be able to come here today and add support to this cause. Thank you to Jenny for getting this set up. It takes a lot of effort to pull these type of events together, and it's quite clear from all the signs that have been made that it's just not acceptable how we find the state of our rivers and our waterways at the moment. On a glorious day like today, we should all be able to be out on the water enjoying it without having to check maps and apps to understand whether the water's clean or not. It should be our right as citizens in this country to be able to get onto the waterways and expect them to be clean. Now, we all know that around here we're serviced by Thames Water. I didn't get a boo then. I was and we have just seen recently the Thames Water Chief Executive take nearly £200,000 as a bonus for his first 3 months' work, where he said he'd seen real improvements. Well, in Parliament as MPs, we don't see that improvement, and my own party wants to see Thames Water taken back into a form of public ownership, so that these profits aren't leaving the country and they are going into the infrastructure, and that they're going into clearing up the mess that Thames Water has allowed to happen through multiple sales of the company, complex legal structures, which just sees money draining out of the country. So thank you all for coming today. I know that there are more events like this happening across the country, so hopefully DEFRA, Stephen Reid, the Secretary of State for Education, for Environment, will hear this message, and then we'll be taking this back to Parliament as well. So next time we have a Westminster Hall debate, next time I can table questions in Parliament, I'll be trying to raise this issue to make sure that your collective voices are heard up in Westminster. So thank you, and keep up the noise, keep up the good work. Thanks all.
Thanks. Yay!
Now I think we have Councillor Holder.
And actually the constituency that I live in is called Reading West Mid Berkshire, so we had a boundary change last year. I know Olivia, our MP, has similarly been campaigning around this, and she's been joining in with Action for River Kennet on campaigning clean rivers. So your support and Olivia's support is very, very welcome. And I just want to thank you guys for organising this today, and thank you to the wider Surfers Against Sewage community. You organised a hustings for the general election in Reading last year, and that was really, really well attended. And you had the bus, which was great. We were just talking about getting this message out to a much wider group of the public, and I think things like the bus were a really good thing. So I don't know if Surfers Against Sewage are going to do that again in the future, just to get that message out so we can get more people involved in this campaign.
Louder!
Sorry.
Louder!
Oh, okay, sorry. So yeah, as Lee mentioned, I'm a councillor for Ridgeway Ward, which is East Ilsley, where I've been a flood warden until recently. We've had a lot of problems around there with high groundwater, with the river pattern overflowing as well and pushing the sewage out onto the streets. Thames Water has tried to do quite a lot of lining of the pipes and capping of the manhole covers, but it's like painting the fourth bridge basically. Unless you deal with every little tiny bit of infrastructure between the main infrastructure going into people's houses, you are not going to totally tackle that problem. So there's a huge amount of work to be done, and it's totally unacceptable that they're spending any of that money on fat bonuses for people. They have to focus on the infrastructure, it's absolutely essential. We live in a fantastic area. We've got 3 or 4 chalk rivers in this area, all running down to here, feeding into the Kennet. We've got the Lambourne, we've got the Kennet, we've got the Pang, we've got smaller tributaries. They're internationally important waterways and they're being destroyed by sewage. The nutrients that get into the water are killing off the oxygen, they're killing off the biodiversity, they're creating green-blue algae. If you go down to Thatcham ponds, you often see that absolutely smothering the water there. It's absolutely disgusting. So this is something that we need to stop in the future. We had a council meeting at West Berkshire Council on Thursday night. They've done a lot of work around flooding. They did a report into last year's flooding and trying to learn the lessons from that. But they've also got a drought policy, and they said with the lack of resources they've got, they're going to have to put off until next year renewing their drought policy. And I made a plea that they try and bring that forward. I recognise the stresses that they face with lack of resources, lack of staff, but we really need to keep an eye on the drought situation as well, because we probably are going to face a drought this year. If you've ever looked on Pang Valley Flood Forum website, they've got fantastic data on there, including rainfall, and you can see how little rainfall we've had in the last 3 months. I think it's been something like 20 or 30% of each month's rainfall for the last 3 months. And if that continues, the reservoirs are going to run dry, the farmers are going to really struggle to water the crops, and then in the autumn time we're going to find we've got a problem with the crops. So this impacts upon our health, upon the health of biodiversity, and it also impacts upon our food security ultimately. It interweaves with so many other issues that are going on in society. So again, thank you very much for being here today. Thank you to Lee, thank you to Olivia, thank you to Stuart, the Environment Portfolio Holder at the Council, who's done so much around flooding. We all need to work together on this. We need to tackle the flooding, tackle the sewage, tackle the drought, and help biodiversity at the same time. Thank you.
Show of hands.
I'm going to get all of these right.
You have to get louder.
That's it, yeah.
There's only a couple of questions. Are you ready?
Can you speak louder? Thank you.
Right. Sewerage fact. Newbury discharges into the River Kennet. How many times did this sewer storm overflow spill into Newbury into 2024? Was it 12 times? 94 times or 240 times? So A, 12, show of hands, 94 or 240? The answer is 94.
You have no faith in Thames Water.
Okay, so in 2024, how many total hours did the sewer storm overflow into the Newbury discharge into the River Kennet? Was it 512 hours for A? Was it 1,251 hours B? Or 2,024 hours for C? So show of hands for 512 hours. One for B, 1,251 hours. Or C, 2,024. It was 1,200. Okay. Sewage fact number 2. Kentbury discharges from the bombarded removers. Question. How many times did the sewer storm overflow?
At least he gets some attention. What they're allowed to do is
Good time.
Yeah, you're fine.
Just see my hand, but if you want mine as well, it's towards the
Hi, Carolyn. Hi, Carolyn.
brings to mind.